All right, today we're going to be talking about Chapter 7, Lesson 2. This is Simplifying Algebraic Expressions. So the first thing that we're going to be looking at is how to identify different parts. So when we're looking at different parts of an expression, the terms are what is separated between addition signs. So here's an addition sign. So this is a term. That's a term. Here's another addition sign, and that's a term. So the terms, I'd write down 4x, 12, and x. The like terms are terms that have the same variables with the same exponents. So, for example here, this term and this term, they both have an x, and they're both raised to the same exponent. In this case, it's 1. So, negative 4x and x are like terms. Coefficients. These are numbers that are attached to the variables. These are numbers that are attached to the variables. So that'd be negative 4. And the other number is this number right here. Since there isn't a number there, but the variable is there, it is 1. And constants would be numbers that have no variables attached to them. So that'd be this 12 here. There's no variable here. So that's 12. So example 1, identify all parts of 3x minus 5 plus 2x minus x. First thing, terms are separated by addition signs. So I need to change the subtraction to an addition. And when I do that, subtracting a number really means adding its opposite. This is already an addition sign. This is subtraction, so I'm going to change it to adding its opposite. So the terms. I'd have 3x, I'd have negative 5, I'd have 2x, and negative x. Like terms, those are all terms that have the same variable raised to the same exponent. 3x, 2x, and negative x are all like terms. They all have an x, and it's all raised to the same power, which is 1 in this case again. Coefficients, numbers attached to the variables. That'd be 3, 2, and because there isn't a number here, but there is a negative sign, it's negative 1. And then constants, that would be the last number here, the number without a variable, so that'd be negative 5y. Or sorry, just negative 5. Next example, write 4y plus y in simplest form. So, first of all, 4y and y are both like terms. They have the same variables raised to the same exponent. So they are like terms. When we're writing expressions in simplest form, we want to combine like terms. Which means we add the coefficients. So 4y and y are like terms. The coefficients are 4 and 1. So I would do 4 plus 1 to get 5. And then I would keep the variable. So 4y plus y is 5y. Number 3 here, write 7x minus 2 minus 7x plus 6 in simplest form. Again, subtract or add a negative, add a negative. Like terms, 7x and negative 7x are like terms. They have the same variable raised to the same exponent. So I'm going to combine them by adding the coefficients. So 7x and negative 7x is 7 plus negative 7, which is 0. 0 times x is just 0. I have another set of like terms. That'd be negative 2 and 6. These are constants, so I'm going to add those. I have negative 2 plus 6, and that equals 4. So in simplest form, this is 4. Example 4, this is the last question. This question kind of brings us back into why, when we are looking at percents and markups, instead of simply finding the markup of the price and then adding it to the original price, we could have done 1 time or 1.25 times, or 1 plus the percent as a decimal times the original amount. And that's because we can look at it as the cost of a set of DVDs after 25% markup can be expressed by the expression C, which was the cost of the CD, plus 0.25 times C, which is the markup. So I have 1C plus 0.25C. This can be simplified. These are like terms. The coefficient here is really 1. So 1 plus 0.25 is 1.25C. I can then determine the cost if the original price was $40. So I would substitute 40 in for C, and 1.25 times 40 is the same as $50. All right, this is the end of Lesson 2. If you have any questions, please let me know.